Avery, you're back. I feel like I haven't seen you in ages. How was the 3-month trek through Southeast Asia? You look surprisingly not shipwrecked.
Thanks. It was incredible, Eden. Absolutely life-changing. I mean, there were moments I was living off instant noodles and sleeping on questionable bus floors, but that's part of the charm, you know?
Questionable bus floors? Right. See, that's where you lose me. My vacation involved a thread count of at least 600.
Exactly. But you missed the spontaneity. Like this one time in northern Thailand, I was trying to get to this remote village. My map app completely died. 0 signal.
Oh no, that's my literal nightmare.
It was amazing. I ended up just pointing at a mountain on a paper map, and the local guy offered me a ride on the back of his scooter with a basket of chickens.
A basket of chickens? You're making this up.
I'm not. We were bumping along this dirt path for 2 hours. Best view of my life. You can't plan that stuff. It just happens. Okay, so beyond the chickens, which was obviously a highlight, you have to tell me more about this resort life. Did you actually leave the compound?
Leave the compound, Avery? The furthest I ventured was from the pool to the spa, and it was glorious. I had a schedule. 9 a.m. swim, 11 a.m. massage, 1 p.m. lunch by the ocean.
A schedule on vacation?
It's a relaxation schedule. It's about optimizing comfort. My biggest stress was deciding between a margarita and a pina colada, which, for the record, is a serious decision.
Right. My biggest stress was trying to mime the concept of food poisoning to a pharmacist in a tiny village in Laos. We have very different definitions of travel.
Exactly. You see stress, I see a story. But seriously, tell me more. You were there for 3 months. What was the most genuinely, breathtakingly beautiful moment that made all the questionable street food worth it?
Oh, easy. I was in Cambodia, exploring the temples of Angkor. But I didn't just go to Angkor Wat with the crowds. I rented a bike and just got lost in the jungle on these little dirt paths.
You rented a bike by yourself in the jungle?
Yeah, and I stumbled upon this tiny, unrestored temple. It was completely overgrown with these massive, snake-like tree roots. There was no one else there, just me and the sound of cicadas. It felt like I'd walked onto the set of an Indiana Jones movie. I sat there for an hour, just being. That silence, that history. You can't buy that in a travel package.
Okay, I will admit that sounds pretty magical. My most historic moment was finding out the swim-up bar was originally built in 2008.
But what about the people? For me, that's the best part. I was in Vietnam, in a small town in the Mekong Delta. I was trying to ask for directions to a bus station, but my pronunciation was so bad.
Oh, I can imagine.
Right? The family just started laughing, but in a friendly way. Next thing I know, they're pulling me inside, sitting me down at their dinner table. They didn't speak a word of English. I didn't speak Vietnamese. We just shared food and pointed and smiled for 2 hours. It was the most connected I felt to strangers in my entire life.
Wow. Okay, that's a good story. The most connected I felt was with my masseuse, Consuela, who had magical hands. We didn't speak the same language either, but we had an understanding based on lavender oil and hot stones.
See, that's not nothing. But tell me more. What was the absolute peak moment of relaxation for you? Describe the scene.
All right, picture this. I'm in a cabana by the infinity pool. The sun is warm, but there's a gentle ocean breeze. Someone has just brought me a plate of fresh fruit and a perfectly chilled glass of champagne.
I'm with you so far.
I have a book that I'm actually reading, not just using as a coaster. There is no Wi-Fi reception, by choice, and the only decision I have to make in the next 4 hours is whether to roll over. That, my friend, is bliss. It's the total absence of obligation.
I get the appeal, I do. But didn't you get bored? Didn't you feel like you were in a bubble, completely detached from the actual country you were in?
That's the point. I wasn't there to experience Mexico. I was there to experience a chaise lounge. It's about recharging my own batteries, not exploring someone else's backyard. Remember that camping trip we took in college?
Oh, God, not the camping trip. I thought it was fun.
Fun? It rained for 3 straight days. A raccoon stole our entire supply of marshmallows, and I had to sleep on a rock that I'm pretty sure has permanently altered my spinal curvature. That was my one and only attempt at adventure travel. Never again.
Okay, that was a particularly bad trip. I'll give you that. But that's like saying you hate all movies because you saw one bad one. For me, The Resort is the bad movie. I went on one with my family to the Bahamas years ago. I had cabin fever by day 2. Same pool, same buffet, same 5 songs on repeat. I nearly lost my mind. I ended up just walking for miles down the beach just to see something different.
But that's the beauty of it, the predictability. It's comforting. My only unexpected moment was the creativity of the housekeeping staff. Every day, they'd leave a different towel animal on the bed. One day, it was a swan, the next, an elephant.
A towel elephant? That was your unexpected discovery?
It was a very well-constructed elephant. It had sunglasses on. My point is, I travel to escape stress, not to find new, more exotic forms of it. You travel to, I don't know, collect hardships like they're souvenirs.
I collect stories and perspective. Overcoming those little challenges is what makes you grow. It's what makes you realize you're more capable than you think.
I already know I'm capable. I'm capable of ordering room service in under 30 seconds. That's a skill.
Okay, I have to admit, after 3 months of sleeping in $12 a night hostels, the thought of a fluffy bathrobe and a bed that doesn't feel like a sack of potatoes, it sounds like heaven.
Aha! So you see the appeal, a little bit?
The appeal of comfort? Of course. I'm not a total masochist. It's just that for me, the comfort is the reward at the end of the day, not the whole point of the day.
And I guess I'll admit, sometimes I see your pictures of these incredible, authentic places, and my resort life can feel a little sterile, a little generic. Like I could be in Mexico or the Caribbean or Florida, and it would be the exact same experience.
Right? But you know where we find common ground? The food. Tell me you at least had some amazing food.
Oh, the food was divine. There was this one restaurant on a cliff overlooking the ocean. They made a ceviche with mango and habanero that was life-altering. Fresh, local ingredients, expertly prepared.
Okay, see, now you're speaking my language. I had this bowl of pho from a street vendor in Hanoi. This little lady has been making it on the same street corner for 50 years. It cost about $1, and I swear it was the most complex, delicious thing I've ever tasted.
So we agreed travel, no matter how you do it, should involve amazing food.
It's a universal truth. So what's next for you? Where are you dreaming of relaxing next?
I've been dreaming of Tuscany, renting a beautiful villa, taking a cooking class, drinking wine, and looking at rolling hills. Zero stress. What about you? Are you planning to get lost in the Amazon next?
Not quite, but close. I'm saving up for a trip to Patagonia. I want to do the W Trek in Torres del Paine. Weeks of hiking through mountains and past glaciers.
Of course you do. That sounds extremely cold and difficult.
It's gonna be epic. But you know, that Tuscany idea, it has potential.
Oh, really?
Yeah, maybe we could finally do our planned spontaneous adventure. You book the 5-star villa with the incredible pool and the high thread count sheets, and during the day, I'll drag you out to get lost on some ancient cobblestone street looking for the most authentic, hole-in-the-wall pasta joint.